Intelexx here, and I'm here with your light and love of the day. As you know, we keep it short and sweet, right? So, welcome back to those who already know how we get down over here, and welcome to those if this is your first time tuning in. We appreciate the support. Yes. So, before we jump in, if you have anything going on that you need assistance with, connect with us. Go to Intelexx.com. See all the products and services that we offer. Get a free consultation. And if you have, an affinity to be with others who are like-minded, who share the same niche, you want to be in an intimate setting, join our After Entrepreneurs Hub, a place for you to be your unique artistic self, where you connect with others, collab, share content, and so much more. All right, but today's light and love of the day is you are allowed to outgrow your environment. I'm going to say that one more again. You are allowed to outgrow your environment. So I'm going to tell you a story, right? And this is something that you probably heard before. This is something that you have probably heard a variation of, but I'm going to talk about a snake, right? Snake starts off being small, right? Starts off with, tiny baby, you know. And something that I've learned over the years is that snake can only grow to the size of whatever container that it's in. So if you have like a small fish bowl, it's not going to grow any bigger than the fish bowl. If you have, a fish tank, it's not going to grow any bigger than that fish tank. But then if you get like an aquarium type tank, then it's going to grow. Do not stifle yourself because you are in an environment that you have outgrown. So don't stifle your own growth. Be okay with change. Be okay with moving on from what you already know. Be okay with, all the things. Like, it is okay for change to happen. It is okay to want better for yourself, to want more for yourself, to really dive deep into who you are. And, sometimes that environment serves purpose for a certain time. But then when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone because there's nothing that grows in comfort except your laziness, right? And who wants to be lazy and be okay with being lazy? That's not okay. That is not okay. So don't be afraid to outgrow your environment. You're allowed to do that. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to adapt. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to want better, to want more for yourself. So if you are around people who are encouraging you to stay where you are, they are not the type of people that you need to stay around, okay? You need to focus on being around those who's going to encourage your growth, who's going to challenge you to grow. If all of your friends and all your family and all your support system is not challenging you, or they're not giving you what you need in order to level up, then you might want to change your circle because everybody in your circle should be challenging you. And if they're not, they're doing you a disservice. And if you are one of the people who are not challenging others, you're doing them a disservice. Because if you are a true friend, you're going to be willing to say the hard stuff because you care about that person. You're going to be willing to tell them the truth because you care about that person. So don't ever think that you being harsh on someone and you telling them the blunt truth is going to destroy your relationship, or you're focused more on how they receive the message. Just tell them the message. They will be okay. We're all grown, right? We all have our own lives, and despite what you tell them, it's their decision on what they do anyway. So be real, be a good friend, have good friends around, and remember that you are allowed to outgrow your environment, okay? That was pretty much all I wanted to share. Like I said, like we always do, short and sweet. But yes, don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And don't be afraid to just love on you and do what you need to do so that you could be your best self, okay? Remember, you are uniquely designed and one of a kind. So don't let anybody, even you, steal your shine. See you next time.